Peace, peace, peace to the gods and the goddesses and the brothers and sisters. You see me shaking this up. This is honey and water. From time to time, I'll give you a little illustration. Honey and water. I drink it one time a day. Remember I was telling you before about apple cider, right? I take one drop of the apple cider. You can put a little honey in it. Well, also, honey has its own powers. Look it up. It might not be for you. So remember, I'm just giving you the message. Send you the message for you to get that message. You understand? Now, if you diabetic and you know honey will boost up your sugar. Your sugar, don't do it. I take, this is like not even a spoonful. This is like a drop. Put in the water. Tell you something, anybody got allergies and stuff like that? You start to learn that honey can deal with allergies, has healing powers. This is natural things on the earth. I'm gonna let you know too. I'm gonna buy some lemons and things like that to help you out. Lemons and limes. You start drinking that now before the winter time comes, before the cold and all that stuff. You start build up your immune system now. Build up your system now. It's the beginning of September. I already started in August. I started drinking this stuff so they're ready to be in my system. You understand? You have to start now. Alright, I'm Chocolate Amun, and let's get into this. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Amun. All praises to the Creator. Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, y'all? I'm Chocolate Amun, as most of you should know by now. Chocolate Amun Ra is my spiritual name. It's the name that the ancestors decided to give to me. I don't need to have all those other names. Those are names for names that you hear on a regular. Each person chose a name why they chose it. Okay, you got Mustafa, you got Amun, you got Osiris, and you got brothers named like Polite. You got, I'm just using Polite. I know who Polite is, trust me. And I never met the brother, but I've seen his work. I actually believe his work is one of the top-notch works. In my opinion, I don't care what anybody say. In my opinion, but let me move on. So, everybody has their own name. They chose their name for their reasons. I chose my name for my reasons through listening to the ancestors. Now, I am Chocolate Amun. If it's the first time you're watching this video, I want to thank you very much for watching. And remember, I am just a messenger. I will clearly state this to you. I am the messenger. I will clearly state to you, you don't have to follow me. I don't want you to follow me. I want you to get this message, spread the message, make sure that you do your research on everything I say, everything that I spew out to you. You understand? There will be people that do follow me, and that's a beautiful thing. If you choose to follow me, it's great. You know what I'm saying? But you will not be able to dictate me. I will not allow anybody to dictate me. Everything that I do show you on my post on Facebook or YouTube is because I choose to put it out there. I am the messenger. If I want to show a cooking class, that's what's going to be. If I want to show you my children, my grandchildren, that's who I am. I'm not going to show you one consistent thing all the time. I don't like that. I don't have desires for it. Anytime I'm in meditation, and the answers come in. Doesn't matter. We all have the ability to listen. The question is, are you listening? It's not spookism. It's not, oh, that's the devil's work. No. Every melanated person on this planet has this. You can hear your ancestors. You choose not to. honey water. You don't need a lot. Trust me, you do not need a lot. So, this is about, excuse me, I got tongue-tied. This is basically on love. I'm on the topic of love. And the reason why, because you can type in love and you can show it, but that you have to type that up. And love is showing how black love, we need to start showing black love. And I'm basically talking about black love between the man and the woman. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the man and the woman. I'm not talking about, nothing else. Not right now. Because it starts off from the man and the woman. And I believe most of you know that. You know that it starts off of the man and the woman, right? Bear with me. I'm just going through a few things. Without that man and a woman, remember, there ain't no child yet. It's a man and a woman. Without that love coming together, united, but staying together and united, and respectfully, honorably loving each other through commitment. Without that, how the next generation, which will be your children, they will be watching this with their eyes and hearing with their ears. They'll be watching you and studying you and saying to themselves and marvel, wow, look at my mother and my father, they love each other. I want to be just like that. Your children will become a representation of you. Black love is important. This is why you see me put a lot of posts about my wife and I put a lot of posts out. I do things like that because these things is important. Listen, we could talk about ancient history. We could talk about political. We could talk about gender. We could talk about politics. We could talk about religion, money, economics. We can do all that. Strip all that away, and the only thing you have left is the woman and the man and the love they possess. You gotta naturally want to have that. You know what really sickens me is that the fact when I hear women and men talking about, oh, I really was in love. And then 3 to 6 months to a year, I give you that. Then you talk about, I can't stand your guts. Because you don't know what love is. I had already told you no more than a few minutes ago. Love is commitment. It's commitment. You committed? You committed to the one you love? Have you surrendered to the one you love? Have you surrendered? It's not about you getting in the bed and having sex and it feels so good and it feels so sweet. Sex could be also rough and also neat. You do all kinds of pleasures to your wife. Your wife do all kinds of pleasures to you. You start crying. Oh my God, it feels so good. Most of the time, the woman will be crying. Man will just be he'd be in awe, he'd be in a whole nother state of mind. Sex is also a spiritual thing. It exercises the spirit, which is your deity. The energy level that you bring with sex, with the one you love, become so high intense that the body has to completely relax and allow the deity your DT, actually, you can feel yourself rise. The reason why I say that is because I've already been there too many times over. When you have sex, when you're connected with someone, now I will tell you this. I just said the answer. When you connected with someone, because you don't have to be actually in love to have this ultimate sex, but you will be robbed. Because if you were not in love with your mate and experience that ultimate sex with your mate, you're going to be robbed. Simple fact, the reason why you're going to be robbed is because if one of you cheating, the word means you're not being honest. Cheating means you went to someone else and start this relationship without telling your mate. If your mate doesn't know about that woman, or that woman doesn't know about that man, you cheating. Point blank. You're sitting up there cheating. Yes, no? Hold on. So, if you're sitting up in here, you're cheating on your mate, then you ain't even explained to your mate, who's this man, and this man that you like. You didn't even tell your husband, listen, I like this man. Or you don't explain this to your woman, I like this woman. You don't explain that. Because you all know most women and men ain't gonna sit up there and they're not gonna go for that simple fact because they don't have that understanding. Now, and they don't have to. But to experience the sex that I just told you about, you could experience it, and I'll say it again. But you will not have an everlasting feeling because you will be robbed. And you will always search for that feeling, which most of you do. This is why you sit up there and you say, oh, I gotta find a man. You think you're looking for that man with that big penis. This goes towards woman. You're looking for that woman, that man with that big penis. You think it's gonna fill your vagina hole up to the maximum. That has nothing to do with it. It does not. You're searching for this person to fulfill that feeling that you it's like you think you're so high, you're on another high that you'll never forget. And this is why you can get real lucky if you find another person that can take you to that place, that spiritual connection when you're having sex. That's why it's best to stay with the one you got, because you can continue on with that same process. They already know your body, they know what you want and you don't want. Most of you do not want to be in a relationship. You think you want to be in a relationship. You just want a relationship just based on whatever's on your mind. And you want a relationship because most of you lonely. But you're not committed to the relationship. You have not surrendered. You said, oh, I gave you everything. You didn't give him nothing. You didn't surrender anything. Now I use sex as an example because most of y'all basically based everything on sex. You just do. And that's where you make a mistake. True love, sex is not the most biggest thing on the menu. True love is not. Because you have things to do. Sex is a part of it, but it's not the biggest thing. And when you are into the act at that moment, and how long you do it with the one you love, it can contrast. You can have that sex with the one you love. And the emotional, spiritual connection between the two that entwines with each other, collapse with each other, and it begins to spew out this energy force that can last a long time. Meaning even after you had sex and you sleep, hold each other, the next 24, could be a week, you still can feel the spiritual frequency flowing through you both. It's like a rope that's wrapped around y'all. Because if you felt that way, you know, there's choices to be made. But I want to show you video. Just bear with me about black love to a certain degree. Because the reason why I talk about it a lot, sometimes I think it's almost on the rise of failing. But then you can see another uprising. But when you look in a neighborhood where you're from, the community you're from, you don't see people holding hands. You don't see people showing affection with one another. You just don't. Even when they post pictures and stuff, you don't see that contact. You don't see that. But hold on. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you this book, and I've showed it before. But there's going to be another part to this series. I love to listen to Shahrazad Ali, another good scholar. And she breaks down, and I know y'all heard of it, and I'm telling you, you just don't pick up a book, read it, put it down. I don't do that. The black man's got to understand the black woman. You understand? Then you got her other book, which is The Black Woman. The black woman guys understand the black woman. I mean black man, excuse me. Shahrazad Ali. Now, I'm going to show you a clip, a couple of clips rather, matter of fact. And the reason why I'm going to show you these clips is because we got to have an understanding what's in the relationships. Now, I can show you other clips of other people giving their opinion, but I love Shahrazad Ali and her work. So please, for further ado, let's listen.
Is that the black woman's disrespect and rebellion against the leadership and the authority of the black man is a direct cause of the breakdown in our black family structure. And of course, there are many black people who consider those fighting words because as black women, we have never been subject to the kind of examination that our men have been subject to since we have been here. We have been somewhat protected and shielded from any kind of critiquing about our personal behavior, whereas our men have always been up for examination. The book is not an attack on black women. I have never said that all black women do everything that I list in my book. None of us have lived long enough to do everything that I list in the book, but most of us do some of the things that I have listed in my book. And I do say that it is not because of generalizations that we are all victimized by some of the negative patterns of behavior in the book, but the book just represents our collective contribution. This is some of everything that we have done, or that we do daily, that contributes to the breakup of our relationship, the destruction of our man, and the failure of our children to be able to function. They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They didn't give us that information. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. Yeah, we have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. You know, over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced. They don't have a man. I just can't
Now, it's going to be a part 2 to this. Clearly, she made studies, went around and studied other women, spoke to other women. My experience is that I've dated many women. Now, according to my records, you must tell this woman you just want to have a sexual relationship. That's it. I don't want you to be my friend because then I'm obligated to something from you, or you obligated to something to me. The problem is this. We're playing mixed emotion games with each other. Well, not I. I have my wife for 10 years. But when I was out there, I played those games too. But one thing I did not do, and I can clarify that, I did not do is sit there and pretend that I wanted to be with you and have some social relationship with you just to sleep with you. I told the females right off the top, what's the reason why you like me, excuse me. Especially you in a club. You in a club to socialize, dance, to create an atmosphere that you want to go home with this woman. That socializing and talking about, I just want to go have a good time. Good time to do what? You could party in your own home. You could dance in your own home. And even then, you might meet somebody and you might be grinding and smooching and drinking, mixing with alcohol. Some of you might go outside and smoke the dope. It's going to enhance you want to have sex. That ain't no relationship. But a lot of you think because you go to a club, you're going to find the magic one. And don't get me wrong, that the percentage of that is not even 0.5%. Some people do get lucky. The word lucky for real. So, but the average? You know how many people you sleep with? And all those people that you sleep with, psychologically, you can separate yourself and then you find that one man or that one woman. You're not going to be right because those other people are going to always be in your mind, especially when your mate don't do what you want or challenge you. You didn't thought this topic was going to be like that. Yeah. I'm here to ruffle some edges. Because we need to. I'm Chocolate Amun. And, think. It's part 1. Black love. Where are we? That's it. Where are we? See you on part 2. Peace.